Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Unshaven, out-of-shape Cappy. Catmeister, going to come back with a roar here. Cappy, I thoroughly enjoyed your book, Curse of the High IQ, as you should. But have you heard of this BS called EQ? Want your opinion on it? Darren. All right. So I will tell you my immediate gut response is, it was actually brilliant. It was actually brilliant. There was a book came out, Emotional Intelligence. And it's the epitome of what I wish to achieve with Operation Evil, where you lie to people. That's what it was. Oh, you're a fucking moron because you got a low IQ and you didn't try hard at math. Or maybe you are a genius, you're just lazy, but you're effectively a moron because laziness makes you dumb. Effectively anyway. Well, we came up with this new measure to make you feel all good about yourself. We wrote a book about it, so if you pay us, like you pay indulgences to the Catholic Church, you get the warm feel. You know, I may not be good at math, but I have a high IQ. So that's my gut reaction. Now, in intellectual honesty and fairness, I will go over, I pulled it up, I haven't read through it. We're just going to look in the Wikipedia entry. But I won't lie, I'm going to be very judgmental, stereotyping, prejudgmental. It hails from the world of psychology, which I think by and large is a bogus, fraudulent field. I'm pretty much, I almost guarantee you I'm spot on right with, I'm going to write a book like its main goal. There's not a thing called emotional quotient. There's not a thing called EQ. It's something like, hey, we come up with an idea to make people feel better and we sell it to them. It's like the book The Secret. Oh my God. Hate it as much as you want. That book, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I think my book, Curse of the High IQ, has the highest number of reviews. I'm up to 262. And you can use that as a measure of how many books you've sold. So 262, that's pretty good for a book. The Secret, which is wish it and it comes true, which is the biggest fucking lie ever. The Secret. Where is it on Amazon? Is this it? The Secret. 6,600. The woman made millions. Millions. She pulled an Oprah. What do you want to be told? I tell it to you. Give me money. She made millions. And as disgusting as you might find that, Rhonda Bernie, you can't hate her. You can't hate the game, not the player. And man, I hope she's living on a yacht enjoying her money somewhere. And so whoever came up with EQ is, I tip my hat to them. Okay, emotional intelligence, emotional leadership, emotional quotient, and emotional intelligent quotient is the capabilities of individuals to recognize their own emotion and those of others, discern between different feelings and label them appropriately, use emotional information to guide thinking and behavior, and manage and or adjust emotions to adapt to environments or achieve one's goals. Okay, so that's bullshit. I'm sorry. Hey, how you guys doing? Some of you, everybody yell out, how are you doing? How you doing? I'm sad. I'm good. I'm great. I'm kind of depressed. I'm a little worried. Wow, we've all assessed our emotions. Great. I think about the only thing here that has any validity, use emotional information to guide thinking and behavior and manage and or adjust your emotions to adapt to environments and achieve one's goals. That is stoicism, that's self-inflection. We've had words for this all before. That's just also just becoming an adult. Like when you're a kid, you get into fights, and then, well, you could get in a fight as a kid, but you get in a fight as an adult, you go to jail. This is standard academic bullshit where it's like, we've labeled something that's a naturally occurring phenomenon and we all know we already have words that we commonly use, but we're going to add multisyllabic euphemistic words to it to make us sound intelligent. Although the first term appeared in 1964, paper by Michael Beldock, again popular in 1995, book by that title, written by author and science journalist Daniel Goleman. Since this time, L. and Goleman's 1995 analysis has been criticized within the scientific community, despite prolific reports of its usefulness in the popular press. Oh yeah, the press. Wait. Empathy is typically associated with EI because it relates to an individual connecting their personal experiences with those of others. However, several models exist that aim to measure levels of empathy. EI. Is EI the only measure to put yourself in the shoes of others? That's it? There are currently several models of EI. Goleman's original model may now be considered a mixed model that combines what has since been modeled separately as ability EI and trait EI as the array of skills and characteristics that drive leadership performance. All right, right now, any book written on business management or business leadership or leadership, right, is all bullshit. It's common sense, courage, and intellectual honesty. That's it. That's all it is. Well, leadership is also experience as well. How these frauds think that they have something like leadership down to a science. Any of these social sciences, whether they, well, we figured out the causes of poverty. It's very complex. No, it's lazy motherfuckers having too many damn kids. Boom! Cappy solved poverty, or at least he unlocked the causes of it. Now, what do we do, ladies and gentlemen? You see, there's multivariables. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. Studies have shown that people with high EI have greater mental health, job performance, and leadership skills. I'd love to see how you measure leadership skills. Although no causal relationships have been shown, and such findings are likely attributable to the general intelligence and specific personality traits rather than emotional type. Even Wikipedia, with its highly leftist slant, is calling this bullshit. I'm trying to figure out, let's look up emotional intelligence to see if it's the same guy. Because it was a big thing, emotional intelligence. That was a big thing a couple of years ago. 2.0, Jeremiah Bond, Daniel Goleman. All right, here's his book, written in 2005. 985 reviews. Lies sell, man. Bullshit. Oh. Money walks, bullshit talks. Sometimes bullshit sells. Who is Dan Goleman? I'm not slamming on the guy. If he could come up with this shtick as an author and science journalist, he's not a scientist. He's a journalist. He wrote for the New York Times. Dude, he is, okay, here's because they both work for the same company. He is the who's the economist schmuck who tells people what they want to hear? It's the exact Paul Krugman. Him and Paul Krugman are the same thing. I don't think Paul Krugman for a second believes his bullshit. He does, however, know that there's a lot of money to be made telling readers of the New York Times, or at least back in the day when, older people read it, what they wanted to hear. Oh, yes, here's your liberal rationalization for socialism. Oh, by the way, I hate Republicans. Makes lots of money that way. Oh, there's a dog over there on the parking lot. This is the same thing. This guy is, at least Krugman studied economics. He won the Clark Medal, which I guess doesn't mean a lot of anything. This guy is not he's not even a psychologist. Emotional intelligence was on the New York Times bestseller list. Really? Oh, he worked for the New York Times and got on the list. Oh. Biography. California, Jewish. Studied in India. Postdoctoral grant, social science research. Yeah, while in India. Okay, all right. He's not a medical doctor. He's a social scientist. He co-founded the Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning at Yale's University's Child Study Center. That's why the kids are coming out all great now. We figured out. Remember what I said? We figured out children. We unlocked children. Spank them, feed them, hold them up to standards, and treat them like Andy Griffith. No. Him and Dr. Spock, they had to make it all complicated. Currently co-directs the Consortium for Research on Emotional Intelligence in Organizations at Rutgers University. What was his undergrad? Amherst. Professor of Sociology. Okay, all right, bullshit. Okay, but he made a lot of money. You gotta hand it to him. He told people what they wanted to hear. Then who are the other ones? Now there's another book, Emotional Intelligence 2.0. This has even more. This is written by Travis Bradberry and Gene Greaves. Let's look up these guys. Are these more snake oil salesmen? Travis Bradberry. We did a TED Talk. Oh, look at this guy. Mr. Good Looking Man. Okay. All right. There we go. I know this guy's angle. Oh, that's better coffee. Much better coffee. Travis Bradberry. Talent Smart. Oh, yeah. Travis Bradberry. Okay. This is Mr. Good Looking Guy. Tony. That's Stark. Tony Robbins. Okay. All right. We got it. We got how many Twitter followers? He's got to have a ton of Twitter followers. No, not that many. Only 30,000. Old Catmeister's coming up on 10. Go subscribe. I might get 10,000 subscribers on my Twitter. Does anything happen? No. Just, I got 10,000. What's his Wikipedia? Again, can't slam on him. Dude's making money. Made lots of money telling people what they wanted to hear. Well, let's just go to LinkedIn. Co-author, president at Talent Smart. California School of Professional Psychology. Award-winning. He actually probably is award-winning. Best-selling translated from world. He's an expert on emotional intelligence. And stupid corporations pay him lots of money. In a G5 airplane and lots of money. Playa. People think I'm crazy. I'm not. BS Clinical Psychology, dual PhD, Clinical and Industrial Organization Psychology. Yeah, and he's a good-looking dude. That helps out, too. There's your real qualifications. Hey, there, Travis. Who's the other gal? Gene Greaves. I bet you she's pretty, too. I wish I was good-looking, and I'd make a lot of money. I am good-looking. I just need to be taller. And then the old captain needs to lose about 8 pounds. Gene Greaves. Didn't... Oh, she's not that good looking. Co-founder and CEO of Talent Smart. Co-authored emotional intelligence. PhD in industrial organizational psychology. They're not married, are they? She lives in South Dakota, San Diego too. All right. Here, I'll tell you. Okay. Here's what it is, Darren. EQ is bullshit. It's precisely what I thought it was. There's the benefits of, you can't prejudge, you can't assume, you can't stereotype. Yes, you can. You almost have to because there's not enough time in the day to judge everything and analyze it. But yes, EQ is bullshit. If you can, let's, again, lemonade out of lemons, huh? We're all given a bunch of lemons in our life. Let's make a lot of lemonade. Let's use emotional intelligence or emotional quotient as a lesson to learn about what you should do in life. That you could take outright bullshit and sell it to people and make money. All right? Again, don't hate the player, hate the game. These people have every right to go and make a shit ton of money. There's Matt Halsey. He's another guy where a lot of guys in the red pill manosphere community hate his guts because he's just this good looking. I think he's Australian. Adam Piggott, once they get that accent, girls just get wet. Oh my God, he's so hot. He's missing an eye and a tooth, but he's Australian. He does seminars for women lying to them. I can't say. I listen to one of it. It's about half truth. But he just tells them what they want to hear. And he's a good looking guy. And he just sells them whatever they want. And they just throw over the money. They're like, oh. Like Indiana Jones, when he's doing his seminar, and the girls are all just like, oh, and the one gal says, love you on it. Watch that. That Matt Halsey, he's the real world Indiana Jones in that regard. That's how you make your money. If you're a good looking dude, and you can sell lies, go and do it. And you attach a book to it, absolutely. Absolutely. But no, for those of us in the real world, EQ is girls, I'm going to make a daring statement. A lot of women will use EQ to say, I have a very high EQ. I remember 15, 20 years ago when the word progressive was coming out and leftists, liberals, didn't want to say liberals. They say, I'm more of a progressive than a liberal. It's like, there's no difference. There's no difference. It was just a euphemism. It's like, I don't have a high IQ, but I have a very high EQ. I'm very emotional. Shut up. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. You're an idiot. So, at least if people say I got a high EQ, you know to avoid them and not hire them, because it's bullshit. You're using it as a crutch. But yeah, EQ isn't a thing. It's like well, you know, another thing they all believe in. Astrology, the essential oils, tarot card reading, Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy. You know, that's where EQ is. So, all right, there you go. All right, if you guys got questions, Cappy's got answers over at Asshole Consulting, where I, the world's only professional asshole and America's older brother, will answer your questions with truth, reality, and harm and pain so that you learn. Because you do not learn unless you suffer pain. You must pay a price in pain to learn and have it scorched in your brain. Yeah, check out all the links below. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.